Disney is back at it again, taking a nice steamy dump on a childhood classic, as they've recently released the trailer for their newest live-action abomination, The Little Mermaid. And look, I try to be fair to these things, but the further they go along with them, the worse they seem to become. Last year, Pinocchio was an abomination. This year, we've had the trailer for Peter Pan, which looked pretty bad, and now we get this trailer, which also looks very bad, like woefully bad. And I know there's been some defenders that are hyped for this film, and if you're one of them, this video ain't for you, I fear. And look, this thing, I want to be able to give it the benefit of the doubt, but it looks like an April Fool's prank that Disney's taken way too far. How is this actually a film that they're intending on releasing? Intending to upload to their streaming service? Intending to show people? It's absurd! If you're gonna make a live action, do it right. Because really, it looks like this adaptation's falling into the tried and tested trap. It's a fine line to walk, but you have to strike a balance between changing too much and not changing enough. This? I don't know, it feels very much like it's simply the original film but in live action and worse. And the trailer really makes that abundantly clear. Okay, so we start out and it does actually look quite good. The stuff on the ship at night with Prince Eric, it looks pretty epic, and indeed so does Ariel making her way to the surface, saving him from drowning. I really enjoyed that sequence. Disney's always been able to do good stuff with ships and whatnot, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean being a prime example, and the shipwreck is a tried and tested Disney trope. Little Mermaid, Tarzan, Frozen, Treasure Planet, the list goes on. They love crashed ships. And so I'm glad that visually, they seem to have done it justice here. It looks very epic and very exciting. And I really do think that it's being helped out by the fact that it's very, very dark. Much like the rest of the trailer looks kind of trash in comparison. But here, it's just quality. If only this quality could have lasted. Cause yeah, check out this burning ship at night, it looks awesome! And the singing where Ariel's doing her little tune, you know, I'm not going to sing it for you because I'll just embarrass myself, but you know the one I mean. Anyway, after all of that, it gets ruined as the lights are now on and we can see this thing in all its half-baked glory. Already from the get-go, when I saw them laying there on that beach, my hackles were well and truly up, but I tried to push through it. Can't be that bad, I thought. I thought her tail looked, you know, it looks pretty cool as she dives back beneath the water to avoid Eric's guards. I can accept that, but all good things must end. Cause then we go underwater and, you know, maybe I've been spoiled by James Cameron and Avatar, but these underwater shots are almost all arse, and the visual effects do not look good. Like, this is a multi-billion-dollar company, right? Is this really the best they can do when trying to pay homage to one of their most important films ever? The film that kicked off their renaissance and ushered in a new decade of glorious Disney classics? Comparatively, this feels like some low-budget Disney Channel crap from the mid-2010s. Just how? How is this made? Ugh. Anyway, we then get our look at Triton in Ariel's grotto, and yeah, the script, the acting, none of it's that good. You went to the above world. The above world? Dude is a god, isn't he? Triton, son of Poseidon? That's lore. The above world? That is not very sophisticated, or I don't know, it just sticks out as something that sounds particularly stupid. I mean, they could have said the surface world, the human world, anything else, not the above world. It makes the king of mermaids seem like he has the vocabulary range of a child. And like, I know it's a nitpick, but at the same time, to me it serves as a bad omen as to the quality of the dialogue within the script itself. Anyway, the acting on top of that, when Ariel and her dad are arguing about her going to the above world, saving Eric, and then also her obsession with humans, you know, the acting here is very shaky, especially Ariel. I mean, I want to like it, I do, but nah. Triton's serviceable, but this actor, I've seen him a lot. He can do much better than this. Although with this script, I don't blame him for phoning it in. Also, her bikini top thing, you know, I hate to be a weirdo, but in the original, it's shells, right? This, it looks like they're going for fish scales, but instead it looks like a little girl's first bathing suit, complete with all the sparkly sequins. It looks crap. Which, yeah, what is the budget for this thing, Disney? What are you doing? What's going on? Also, the wigs are bad. Bad, bad, bad wigs. And the underwater effect on those wigs, woof! Doesn't look good. Next up, we get our first look at Flounder the fish, and yeah, how exciting. He is a fish. And I'll be honest, Flounder was a cutie in the original. This fish is a fish. I mean, yeah, obviously it's a fish, Flounder's a fish. And I'm sure that some people find fish very adorable, but for me, it's more like, oh, fish. He'll have no facial expression, and he's so small that for the most part, I expect he'll feel like a disembodied voice following Ariel around. I just don't think he can have the same effect as the character did in the original film. Much like the cat from Pinocchio lost his effect, or the goldfish lost her effect. It just doesn't look quite right. A little bit uncanny as well. On the bright side, the next scene shows Ursula, who's being played by Melissa McCarthy, and honestly, I think that this is the part of the trailer I actually liked the most. She has a voice that harkens back to the original but is still distinct in its own way. She's recognisable. And I think she's going to be a highlight of the film. Not that it'll be particularly difficult to stand out in this film from what we've seen of the trailer, but I'm cautiously optimistic all things considered. But then, of course, all that magic shit comes out of the cauldron, and I'm reminded that this film apparently has no budget at all. I mean, look at these effects. Just look! How is this possible? Like, what the hell even is this? You know those films, The Descendants, the Disney Channel ones? It's like effects from that. And those had no budget. I'm getting second-hand embarrassment here. We then get our first look at Scuttle and Sebastian especially, it looks pretty clear why these characters should stay animated. How the hell are they going to do Under the Sea with a crab that looks like this? Or the scene with the chef trying to eat him? It'll be ridiculous. Can they please stop with all the realistic versions of these characters? A lot of the things they do don't work with real animals, even CGI real animals. I mean, look at the new Lion King from 2019. The emotion is halved, as the animals do not express like the cartoons can. And so, the film just can't be as engaging. I think the bird can work, because the bird looks goofy, and that is part of the character, but Sebastian? Nah. We then get to hear a section of Part of Your World, and the song itself is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But the clip it goes along with, Creeping Behind a Rock, that one made me laugh, but look at this. Those fish, that backdrop, it looks very, very, very fake. Come on. How am I supposed to ignore that? Just all of this shit. My God, look at it. How can they look at any of this and think, oh, yeah, this is going to do so well? I mean, at least the stuff on land looks good. So I'm hopeful the guy they cast as Eric can carry that section, because obviously Ariel doesn't speak. And also, I really like her costume right here. But yeah, can't finish before we take a look at this clip. Oh, no. Oh, what were they thinking here? This is the iconic shot, and I know they wanted to include it, but if you can't make it look good, don't do it. Oh my goodness gracious. It looks like a kid popping out of the side of the pool. Or, when you push yourself onto one of those foam pool mats and all your friends were looking at you like you're a god come to Earth. Oh, look at him. He's got the foam mat. Yeah, that's what this is. And, more cringy dialogue. You're a mermaid. He's a human. That doesn't make us enemies. Oh, I didn't like the delivery of that. Didn't like the writing of that. I think that these scenes are going to be very rough. My God. And I saw some people on social media quoting that line and reposting it as if it's iconic. And what? Come on, have some standards. Am I missing something here? Must be. Oh, and the backdrop for Kiss the Girl looks fake and shit. How do you CGI a tree and make it look so bad and fake? I can't handle this trailer. So yeah, this trailer has made me sad. I'm devastated, and I'm quite confident I'm about to witness Disney trying to stomp my childhood to death once more. How lovely. Terrible visuals, terrible script. Jury's out on the acting till I see it, but from what we've seen, it's a bit mixed. And the music seems good, I'll be fair. But regardless, if it looks bad and the script sucks, no amount of good singing is going to save this thing. And so, I'll end it here. And I would like to remind you that these have just been my opinions, and now I'd like to hear yours. What do you think of the trailer? You like it, hate it? Are you excited for the film? I'm curious for your thoughts, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know.